let's move on. Let's get into the Lakers, Max. Now, look, a lot of people are going to think, are the Lakers in trouble? Because right now, as we speak, as we're doing this podcast, they're the 6th seed. And they just lost to the Raptors.
Before beating Denver. Like, I'm sorry, I made the notes before they played Denver. I was watching the game and doing it. Look, LeBron's out 2 more games with the ankle. Kind of scared for that. Before last night, AD was looking like poo-poo. I love AD, one of my guys, but...
Poo-poo?
Poo-poo. Like, it was bad. Oh, man, and Drummond. Can you read my note for Drummond? Clean it up, but just read it.
Drummond looks like a effing bum. He looks like a fucking bum, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a second. And Schroeder's out the regular season, rest of the year, because of the COVID protocols.
You know what? Looking back at that Schroeder thing, I know it's great. Like, I know, like, on the surface, it looks good. And at times, he's looked amazing for the Lakers.
I think you said it. It's just, like, at fucking times, bro. It's
it makes me wonder, like, why get rid of Rondo? I would have just kept Rondo.
I think he's better than Rondo when he gives something to this team that's better than Rondo. But there's games where I'm like, you don't really fit right now. Like, you're kind of just...
Like, he's averaging less points than he is last year in OKC.
Well, it's just... It makes sense, right? But it's kind of like...
It really does it, though. He was a bench player.
Yeah, but he was playing like starter minutes for them. He was like closing out games. He was like the 3-guard lineup with him, Paul, and SGA. Like, the only reason I don't like Schroeder sometimes is he just has like poor shot selection and he's not a knockdown shooter. I love him on defense still. Defense, like, he's a pest.
Okay, like, is he not like kind of taking away what LeBron does well?
That's what I wanted to touch on. It's kind of like redundant to have both of them out there. You know, I think Frank Vogel kind of needs to like stagger their minutes a little bit more. Like, maybe let Schroeder run some more. Like kind of let him be the primary ball handler, feed AD. Like, God, don't give Drummond any touches, bro. Don't ever run a play for that guy. We were talking about it, and I wish we could stand up, but we're in like this table is pretty close to us. If Juan's 5'8", he's not 5'8", and I'm Andre Drummond, and I'm gonna go up for a layup, I'm gonna fade away from him for no reason. I don't understand why. You're bigger, you're 270, you can dunk, but you just want to play soft all the fucking time, bro. And I'm cursing because you're pissing me off. And on defense, it's like if you run pick and roll, he's just going to play right in between them and get lobbed over. It's like, man, I wonder if we could figure that one out. JaVale McGee could do it, but you're this guy who averages 14 and 14. And this is what I want to say to all you, every Drummond fan, everyone who told me 15-15 is great. Watch him freaking play. It's not great. Go ahead, bro. I'm over this shit. Pissing me off this podcast.
I know, man. You getting heated this
No, because everyone told me. Everyone. I was fighting like 7 years ago. I'm like, this dude sucks. He's not good.
He gets rebounds, bro.
He's rebounds. He's really good at rebounds, dude. He can dribble. Remember when he tried to shoot threes? That's my favorite version of Drummond, when he tried to shoot threes. Sorry I knocked the mic. But it's just like, bro, I was so happy when Marc Gasol got burned last night and was like balling. I'm like, get this bum out of the game. He's getting torture chambered by Jokic. And he fouls him randomly. I'm like, oh, great foul, bro.
No,
Go ahead, bro.
I get you. I get you 100%. It's a game with the stat padding. Like, a lot of people look at the stats and they don't watch the freaking games. Like, that's what it comes down to. They look and they're like, this guy averages 10 plus rebounds. He must be good. It's like, no, look more into the game. Look at it with context.
I mean, he's averaging 12 and a half rebounds, 15 points. Bro, you're not good. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you. And I think we touched on this. He's not the answer for Dwight and JaVale. JaVale and Dwight had a lot more value than this guy. It's not even high energy from him. Do you notice that? That's what pisses me off. He's 27. Dwight's 35. Where's the high energy?
Yeah, I don't see it. To me, man, it's looking more and more. I know injuries have played a big part in this. Like, I know the Lakers didn't expect AD to miss this many games and LeBron to miss this many games. I get that, Max. But the offseason moves that Pelinka did, like, besides Harrell, because I do think Harrell has been better than people, think. I really do believe that.
I think people just look forward to the playoffs and they're like, okay, he won't play.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I don't think Gasol's been that great. He's had his moments. I think that's what this whole shit's been. It's like everyone's had their moments.
Yeah, but it's like what I was gonna say. it's making me think, why didn't you keep Rondo? Why didn't you keep McGee and Howard? Like, why didn't you keep these guys?
Dwight's a snake. You know, that's the problem with Dwight.
Okay, but well, pay him more money. Like, why not? Just do it. Win the championship. It'll be worth it.
Like, I don't want to say our title hopes are like done, because they're not by any stretch, because we have two of the best 5 players in the NBA. But it's been kind of a nightmarish season. It's been a nightmarish season, not only for us, but for teams like the Heat. Any team that kind of had like a deep bubble run, it's kind of been bad for. Like Nuggets, Jamal Murray tears his ACL. I don't know how much you want to like attest that to like the bubble, but the Celtics, they haven't been good this whole year.
Yeah.
The Raptors, not good this whole year. I know they've had a lot to deal with. They don't even get to play in their home arena. And then the Heat have just been up and down the whole year. Guys can't get healthy. And, I mean, we talked about it, me and Juan, off the air. It's just this season there's a lot of stars being banged up, and there's a lot of dumb missed games. It's COVID. Like, this is unlike any season we've ever seen. It's kind of like we're just trying to sprinting for the end of it at this point.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Max. Where's your panic meter at? Because mine's at an 8. Like, it's high.
It was an 8 before we won last night. It's like 7.5 right now. Because like if we play that playing game, I'm scared because anything can happen in one fucking game.
Let's get into that. Let's touch on that. Right now, they're the 6th seed, okay, and they're tied right now with the Dallas Mavericks, and the Mavericks have the tiebreaker. And I'm scared. Like I don't want the Lakers to play in that playing game. I really don't.
No,